Oh man, I can't wait to review the Riolu episode. Oh yeah, there was an episode this week as well. Oopsie.
Pokemon Ranger, I choose you!
What's up, my dear boys and girls, it's your Ranger here and welcome to another, and this time really, review of Pokemon the Anime 2019. Yes, I know, as of right now, we're all talking about Ash's newly obtained Pokemon Riolu, and I can't blame you guys for that. So that's why, let us make a full review of that episode tomorrow. And for now, let us dive in for just a little bit into this week's episode. By the way, last week's episode was basically just a cute little episode about Jessie trying to build up confidence of a Ditto striving to be an actor. But with that being said, if you want to know more, if you want to know my opinion on this week, then grab some popcorn, grab some cookies, and let's do this. So this week's adventure was basically Ash and GOU teaching the next generation about their faith aspect of Pokemon. In Ash's case, battling, and in GOU's case, catching Pokemon. And this interpretation of mine will be a little bit weird for some people, but in my opinion, this so-called next generation in this episode kinda represented the casual audience of Pokemon. On the one hand, we had Ash, who was all excited about showcasing and explaining all the moves that he saw during the battle of several wild Pokemon, and the kids, well, they got scared, they got intimidated. But as soon as they saw Officer Jenny's Pokemon, they're all like, "Aww, look how cute it is." But on the other hand, the kids from the same group, aka the casuals, seem to be way more excited about GOU and him catching one Pokemon after another. And to me, that was solely because catching Pokemon is easier to understand. It's easier to get into compared to Pokemon battles, and therefore it is way more appealing. But I have to say this, as soon as the kids witnessed a battle through action rather than through explanation, they quickly got hooked into that aspect as well. And that example of a live action battle was in form of Ash's second World Tournament battle against a Meganium, and in my opinion it was good. I wouldn't necessarily say that the battle blew me away, but at the same time it had a good amount of action and overall was pretty decent in its execution. The thing I somewhat disliked in this episode was both Ash's and GOU's reasoning for battling / catching, because their explanation was way too similar to each other, and in one case doesn't really make sense. Guess who it is? Ash's reasoning for battle is not really to be cool, but through battles he tries to understand Pokemon better, and as a result of that he wants to create a deeper bond with them. GOU's explanation is basically the same, with him catching Pokemon, because in his opinion that's the way to know Pokemon better and therefore create a deeper understanding between both trainer and Pokemon. I personally prefer Ash's method, since I honestly don't really see how catching many Pokemon in a row can help you create a deep bond with them, especially with the way GOU does it, by catching many Pokemon and soon after that barely even caring about any of them, since as soon as he catches them, his attention is already on the next new Pokemon of the day. So it was kinda a cute attempt to make both Ash and GOU's goal very similar to each other, but in case of GOU, it doesn't really add up. But even though his reasoning for catching Pokemon doesn't really make that much sense, at least I like this week's Pokemon he caught, because it was Farfetch'd. I really like Farfetch'd, and maybe there will be some nice scene between Farfetch'd and its Galarian form by the time we finally return to the Galar region once again. But overall, it was an, okay episode. Nothing more and nothing less, and just a more relaxed episode before we get bombarded with epicness like Riolu, Sobble, and the return of Corinna. Anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed this short review. What is your opinion on this week's episode? Tell me, and just like always, I see you guys in the comments down below. Bye guys!